Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and a little bit of a different video today. What we're going to do, anatomy of a garage sale.
Mountain Man
Treasures.
So I am down here in the Bitterroot Mountain Range, taking part in the 50-mile garage sale, and I wanted to show you my very first stop. This is Saturday, as I'm recording this. It started yesterday, and I want to take you into my very first stop of the entire weekend. There's a pretty good breakdown here for especially newer resellers, and I know we've got a lot of them that watch this channel. There's a good breakdown here of how you make it work at a garage sale, how you look at things, how you talk with people. You know, there's a lot here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the garage sale, and then at certain points as we go through it, I'm going to stop. I'm going to break in. I'll be back right here doing this, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on at this point in the garage sale and what you can pull out of this situation to use in your garage sale stop. So hopefully this is beneficial to you. It's something new. I haven't done this before, but let's give it a shot.
There's an Atari.
Original still works.
Does it?
It works. I hooked it up.
Okay, so as soon as I walk in, obviously you see I saw the Atari. The Atari was sitting right there, and that was something, especially because it's in the box, that's something that I took note of. And if he's got something like that, he might have other video games, other, vintage type stuff. And what was cool is he comes right over and starts talking to me about it. Hold on. We've got a biker on the side of the road. I'm going to move over. Okay. He comes over and starts talking to me about it, telling me the story. Listen to people's stories. I've talked about when we did the garage sale boot camp. Find out the reason for the sale. This is sort of right alongside that, is find out information about what they're selling. Sometimes there's absolutely no personal connection to it, and that means you can get it for stupid cheap sometimes. But as happened here, there was a personal connection to it, sort of. Check it out.
Space War.
My dad passed away this last summer, so I brought the rest of my stuff home.
Okay.
And so yeah, it all goes together. All the manuals are in here. Manuals for the games are in there. And
it works. I actually tried it out.
it does.
Did you?
work.
The Pac-Man is actually pretty fun.
Yeah. You actually enjoyed the little 8-bit.
Yes, he does not appreciate how slow it is,
Right.
but he appreciates
I mean,
How much are you asking for it?
$20, the whole thing.
$20. I'll do that for you. I played this growing up.
Yes, so did I.
It's worth. I drove up from Helena, so this makes it worth the trip to
Hey, I'm
start off and
am-
relive some.
totally happy someone that is good, that has and appreciates it.
Oh, absolutely. Does it have the switcher thing on there, like the old?
It does. And it
That's
worked.
fantastic.
I had hooked it up to this TV, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're breaking in again. What we want to talk about here is showing an interest. Now, he's telling me about this item. He's saying, yeah, I played it when I was a kid. We plugged it in at work. The kid comes over and says, yeah, I played it. It was cool. Okay, they're interested in this item. Show that you have interest in what they have interest in. Show that you see the value, because he sees value in this. Show that you see the value in the thing that they're selling. That means a lot to people very often. Let's keep going.
Good to go.
Can I set this somewhere and then keep looking around? I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, you bet.
Just set it inside here.
Inside the door. Yeah, no problem.
I'm sure there's more
In fact, that reminds me.
more fun stuff to look at. You don't have any other video game stuff, do you?
No, I got a bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Okay. I'll look at that too.
Okay, that just a second. Could you run upstairs and grab the money out of my dresser? Okay.
What are you asking for that?
Put together, it's about $30 worth. Put together. So if I can get it for a couple of bucks, it's worth it.
Okay. Familiar with the big tracks? Growing up?
Yeah.
So I will say it works as well as they ever did.
Right.
Because
Right.
the dump truck only worked when it wanted to.
Yep.
And I mean, this is brand new, and I gotta be honest, I could have put batteries with it, but it takes, I don't know.
Was it like 8 or something? I mean, it was a lot,
6
wasn't
or 8
it?
Ds.
Yeah.
And it's like I wasn't gonna buy batteries just to sell it for the cost of the batteries.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's 4, and I think it takes 2 or 4 more for
Oh,
the
that's
trailer.
its own dryer, huh?
But I mean, this is all Milton Bradley when it was made in the USA.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
everything.
What are you asking on that guy?
Well, I laid some together, so it goes $20.
I'll think about him.
Okay. I have some other stuff that I wasn't gonna put at the garage sale, but if you're interested in this kind of stuff, I'll.
See, that's 10. That's maybe worth 30.
Yeah, you know, and it seems
Got the thermos, which obviously is a win.
I've never been super happy, but I mean, they do work and they do contain. It's just sometimes the edges. So I don't know if you remember these.
Okay, now that I've shown that I have some interest in the same sort of things that he has interest in, he actually volunteers to bring things out that are not part of the sale because I like that sort of stuff. I didn't even ask him. Now, I did ask him, do you have video games? The standard question now for resellers, right? Because he had the Atari, I thought, let's see if he has any other old stuff. He doesn't. But, hey, I've got some other stuff you might be interested in.
This is more Milton Bradley era gear.
I don't remember those.
So this had a whole star base. Hey, bud, could you get me could you bring me a quarter and then a 9-volt battery? It's the rectangle.
Oh,
Man,
there's somebody.
man, I'm making him work all of a sudden this morning.
So this you turn on and it has laser fire, but it also raises the pitch goes up. with the
Okay.
Timing for the motor. What's this? Oh, awesome! Thank you. I was gonna say, are you buying something? It's like, yeah, and this is more Milton Bradley from the
Right.
made in the U.S. I also have the manuals for these.
Okay.
But they're with the big tracks. So I
Sure.
gotta-
So they're all in one spot, so you
I
can
will
find them.
Pay gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, you can sell a lot of this stuff on eBay and stuff like that, but for what it takes to ship it and stuff
Right.
and everything else, it's not. That's like the China. You heard there's the those places that will buy it back, or they'll buy the patterns and stuff.
Right. So people can buy the
If-
replacement.
For the cost to ship it, if I can sell, get it there without anything breaking, I can make $20.
Yeah, we sell a lot on eBay. We've been selling for 16 years.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know it would
And-
take that much sensors.
And so also they dogfight, so they can strike hits amongst each other.
So now we're creating a relationship here. We're creating a sort of a short-term friendship, really. And like I said, he sees that I like the stuff that he likes. That's a big deal. Now, as I'm walking around looking at other stuff, I'm listening as well. I'm paying attention to, because at this point there's a couple other people here and they're already wheeling and dealing for a couple of individual things. So what I'm doing here is I'm listening to them because I want to find out how this guy's pricing stuff. I want to find out, like, is this a high price sale? Is it not? I already have a general idea because he's already given me a price on a couple of things. But I want to hear what he does when people start trying to negotiate with him.
If you want, you can put the phone in.
Yeah. So anyway.
How much for this?
What's your offer? It's a piece of art, so it's subjective.
I know.
type of
And
design.
my brother made it, so he's not here, so I'm not going to be offended.
Well,
So what type of design?
best I could do would be 10. I know it's probably worth more.
But if you're interested, 10 will work.
Okay.
So now I've heard him sort of deal with folks with prices, and it seems like he is negotiable. This is stuff that he's not giving it away, but he's also willing to deal with it. And so that means it's time to make a pile.
So this is 30. This is worth 60, 90, 120. It's probably 50, 170. I don't know about this guy. It could be worth 200 bucks. This pile. This thing's cool. I'm gonna guess this is worth something. 20, 30.
So there are already some price tags on these things. He's already given me a price for that track. He told me 20 bucks for that toy, right? There's a $20 price tag on one of the lunch boxes. There's a $10 price tag on the other. So right there, that's $50 in those 3 items without even figuring the others in. Now, like the little car was 3, I think, and another was 2. But we've got $50 in items just in 3 things. But I've built up a pile here. 2 of the things didn't have a price tag because he brought them in from his house, or he had his kid bring them out from his house. So this is the magic of the bundle, guys. Now, listen when I ask for how much he wants for all of it, right? I'm not going to throw out a price because I need to hear what he thinks about it. Listen for the silence, and then listen when he gives the price. Listen to how he gives it.
Okay, we're gonna try a big bundle here to start us off.
$2 and we make it an even 5.
Deal. We'll do it.
You have the course navigation.
Oh, okay. You got a bag for all of it?
I do not.
Okay.
And the box is, I don't know, I have a box.
Okay.
Matchbox size, made in England. You want to get rid of more stuff? I got a little pile here.
Oh, sure.
So, what if we do this little, do the lunch boxes? I don't know what you're looking for on this guy.
What do you think? I mean,
Well, why don't we just look at the pile? I mean,
yeah, so,
what if
yeah,
we just do, what if we just do this here? Not these guys underneath. I just was sitting it
just
there.
these 3?
And I like these here. Just this little section here. What are you thinking?
My heart. You better play with them. That's all.
Well, of course.
Okay. Oh, honestly, I would think these would be more on eBay, but they're not as much as they're actually 3D making new parts for them.
Oh, okay. Like the 3D printing.
Yes, they're making new landing gear and stuff. Okay. Are you interested in the big tracks?
Maybe. I mean, I guess depends on what our pile's worth here.
20. 60 bucks too much?
Okay, so did you hear that there? He was not a firm, hard, this is how much. There was actually a question mark on the end of his price, which means he's not married to that number, right? He doesn't even know if that's a good number. Despite the fact there's already $50 worth of stuff that's more than that's price tagged there. He's like, would that be okay? So that tells me already he's open to me throwing a number back at him.
I'd do 50 bucks for it. If you'd take that.
With the batteries?
With the you can take the batteries.
So there, I throw a number back at him. I'd already kind of done in my head how much value I think is sitting there, and 50 bucks. I think I can get 50 bucks out of that Walt Disney lunch pail. I'll pay it all off, all of it, with one item, and then everything else is going to be profit.
I'll give you back the batteries.
Okay. There we're good. We're good.
But I need, but I get to keep the quarter that puts them in and out, right?
Did I give that back?
No, you can.
Oh heck, you got the batteries. Just take
Are you
it.
sure?
Yes.
Okay.
How you gonna prove to your wife or whatever that it works?
And I actually then turned off my GoPro. I wanted to save space and save battery because I had a long day in front of me. And all I was doing is carrying stuff to the car. But after this, then I chatted with him for just a couple of minutes. And it's just that chit chat. You're building that relationship because remember when I said, hey, do you have any video game stuff?
Well, I got a bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars stuff can be good. I'd already seen it. It's not new Star Wars stuff because I was buying toys from the 70s and 80s, right? So I'm pretty sure he's got old Star Wars stuff. So I'm just chit-chatting with him. And I tell him, hey, if at some point you decide you want to sell that Star Wars stuff, you let me know. I'm probably interested. And he was kind of on the fence about that. He was not immediately, no, this is my stuff. I can't let that go. There was a, I really like it, but maybe kind of attitude. And so I was going to give him one of my cards. That's one thing that you can have as an eBay seller. Go to like Vistaprint, print out some business cards. I've got some, let's see, they're right here. Let's see if I can find it without looking. There you go. I got business cards. I leave those with people that have, in this instance, like a collection of stuff. And I was going to go to the car and I was going to get a card. He went into the house and grabbed one of his business cards to bring out to me, which tells me he's serious about potentially selling this in the future, right? That's a cool thing. So that means today I'm messaging him back to see, hey, remember we talked about those Star Wars. If you're interested, I'm still interested. Let me know. I've actually messaged him back and I heard back from him. What did he say? Well, you're going to have to wait for the next video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I sure appreciate it. I hope this was useful to you. If you don't mind, if it was, thumbs up. Well, only one. You can only hit one thumb up on the way out. But hit that thumb. Leave a comment down below. My contact information is down in the description as well, along with a link to our merch store. The Buy Me a Coffee thing, you can do that. We've had a couple of you do that, and thank you very much because it's what gets me going in the morning. And I'm going to cut this thing off. I got more garage sales to hit. We'll see you next time. Bye.